Hello everyone and welcome back to Kick-Ass Part 5. I immediately just broke my rule about not saying the part title, but whatever, let's just keep going with it. So already we got a weird contrast because it's just like we got movie Frank D'Amico and then we got the comic, which is just not the same character at all. So whatever. Whatever. Yeah. So I guess something I wanted to talk about for this part was the reboot that they're doing. Apparently the rights have gone back to Matthew Vaughn. I think he directed Kick-Ass. I'm forgetting, but so yeah, so the rights have gone back to him, and he says he's planning on doing a reboot of sorts. Like they're gonna make a new movie, and you know wherever this might lead or whatever. So it's not clear what the intentions are with this reboot. If they're just gonna redo the first comic again, we'll get into that. We don't know if they're doing the first comic again, if they're gonna do the new books, if they're gonna make those into movies or so. Like it seems like the what they're doing is it's not really clear cut, at least right now. I'm sure we're gonna get news later, way after this, and it's gonna be interesting. So so I guess for this part, I kind of just want to talk about what my thoughts are with this, what I would like to see, what they could potentially do. Look at it from both spectrums. So say that they're going to do the first comic again, like they're going to, with a new cast, and it's going to have that, it's going to do pretty much retell the events of the books. I mean, it would be interesting to see the older books in a different light again, like especially if they do decide to make it kind of gritty and dark and whatnot, and they have they have some of the familiar elements that from the original. But at that point, it's just just them kind of doing the same thing again. So it seems like it wouldn't really be a necessary idea to do. So but part of me would be interested if like they decided to bring a whole new cast on, get a new Dave Lazuski, a new Mindy, a new new Big Daddy, whatever, change up the mob family, have it be closer to what it was. Yeah, because that's the thing a lot of people kind of, they're looking for in more newer adaptation is just being faithful, which I don't mind. Me personally, I don't mind when they change things up. It's all just when they decide to when they decide to if they do change things up, my main thing is that I'm hoping that it's, you know, necessary for the story that they're trying to tell, if it works within the context of, you know, the plot or whatever. If it's just, you know, if it's just unnecessary, then, you know, it's gonna be a huge sticking point, and it's just gonna aggravate me. So. But yeah, I'm not like, as the years go on, I'm less and less more about like, oh, it doesn't look exactly like the comics. It's not a good adaptation. You know, fuck this thing. No, it's just, you know, I've gone past it. We're never gonna get like, you know, from Marvel and stuff. We're never gonna get like a true Civil War adaptation in the near future. We're not gonna get, you know, dead on, you know, Secret Invasion and stuff. Those are what the cartoons are for, honestly, if anything. I mean, remember when they did Secret Invasion and Earth's Mightiest Heroes? That shit was lit. But so yeah, I'm at a point now where, you know, I want like, if it's a necessary change, then, you know, I'm okay with it. But anyway, getting back to it, I don't know, like, I mean, if they decide to just do the first book again, I'll watch it, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they do differently with it. As for you know, what they could possibly do with what they could possibly do with, you know, the you know, doing like the newer books, I think that'd be a little bit more interesting, just because, you know, you'd have it be set in the same world as, you know, the original and stuff. You could make up events saying like the other books happen to a degree, or you can just, you know, you could just go on a limb and say like, yeah, the first movie did happen. You know, Kick-Ass just kind of came like this one and done thing, and, you know, now somebody else years later is taking up that mantle. So it'll be interesting to see, like, you know, have newer audiences get in touch with like the new cast of characters from the relaunch stuff. Like, have audiences experience the new Kick-Ass. Maybe you can allude to things that have happened previously. Maybe Mindy will show up. I'm not sure. I guess you can just say that she's been superheroing, you know, since Kick-Ass retired originally or whatever. Have Chloe Grace Moretz come back. Like, there's opportunity for that part of Kick-Ass to kind of happen, but I feel like since so many people are just attached to Dave as Kick-Ass, it's gonna be a little bit of a hard sell, especially because you're gonna have those people who don't pay attention to anything being like, oh, why did they make Kick-Ass into a black woman? That's not from the comics and shit. And it's just like, ugh, God, you're killing me here, man. Go read. That's all you gotta do. So yeah, as far as stuff that I would want to see, like, out of this new book, like, it's just, I want to see what they do with I want to see what they do with the new Kick-Ass, how they would introduce her to audiences, you know, have us get attached to her, and, you know, with all the shit that she's done and whatnot. So there's a myriad of stuff you can you can do with that. But
Frank's got some plans for you.
I'm gonna tell my dad on you guys. This is not the way it's supposed to go down.
Shut up, kid, and get home.
Oh, my dad is gonna crush you.
wow, these voice actors are terrible. I'm sorry. Like this is just that's just bad. Man, this fucking Red Mist dad don't give a fuck. So yeah, it is so weird looking at these like mock-up panels. Like that is like they had somebody draw that. I'm wondering who they hired to get that image, because it doesn't look anything like John Romita's John Romita Jr.'s artwork at all. Like it's just sloppily thrown together. Like this stuff right here, this is actual panels. It's just a weird like it's just I don't know. It doesn't help too when you're watching these cutscenes. You got this awful like tune playing in the background. So, I guess just to spoil things a little bit, we blew up the warehouse. Now we're back inside the warehouse. Um, we're back inside the warehouse, and the place where they have Big Daddy locked up is further into the warehouse. It is dumb. It is stupid. Yeah, this level you really don't have to give a fuck because you're not really gonna be fighting most people. Like you're just kind of moving through it. You could fight them if you want, but there's no point really because all the explosions and stuff are kind of just windowing their health. Sort of too, so. So yeah, it's bad. Also, you got these guys with fucking masks on. They're not even in front of the camera. They don't need the fucking masks and shit. So, whatever. So, yeah, I'm excited for what they do with Kick-Ass. I think it's awesome that, you know, the creators of the original movie are so, you know, they're very much, they're still passionate about the book, and yet that they still want to do more stuff with the IP. So I think it'll be great to get more Kick-Ass material. You know, have something new with this franchise. But I'm curious to see like if this does well, what else what else could we possibly see in store? Like maybe some more books, like an animated series would be cool. I guess that would be one way to kind of, just separate the two. Like if you decided like make the original, like for the reboot, do like the newer books, but then like make an animated series that is all just like the original series, like the original 3 books kind of put together. Spread it out across 3 seasons, and that's it right there. There's your cash money thing. I fucking hated this boss. I died so many times here just from nothing. So, I'm glad this level's done. Or I thought it was. I don't know why the mission just doesn't end when you go out the door. You know what? Whatever. Fuck this game. So, next time should be the finale, and then we also have an extras video, which is going to be very short, because, there's going to be not much to really talk about, so I will see you guys for whenever that comes out. But in the meantime, take care, everyone.